What's up? Tanky230 here. I hope everyone's having a great day. Welcome back to the monthly series What Are You Playing This Month, where I ask you what you'll be playing in the next 30 or so days. It's April already, and while this month doesn't have as many bigger releases as the past few months, there could still be something here for you. As usual, I'll preface it by saying, remember, some games could still get delayed, and some new games could just randomly pop up that hadn't previously had a release date. Alright, let's get started.
Behind. What did you do? Everything that mattered was gone.
So the first time I saw Days Gone, developed by Sony Bend, known for Siphon Filter, it was from E3 2016. And obviously, that's with a lot of gamers out there as well. If I remember right, there was a trailer shown as a preview at first, and I started to realize it was a new IP. Cut forward a bit into Sony's E3 presentation, and surprisingly, there was a gameplay demo. Now, I'm not averse to zombie games, I still enjoy them. However, they're called Freakers here, and they're supposedly not zombies. At first, it felt like a standard zombie action game, and then all of a sudden, the situation ramped up to 11, as a literal wave of freakers started to head toward our protagonist. It was awesome to see a horde like that in a game, apart from Dead Rising, and the main character had to think quick to slow down the horde using the environment, weaving in and out of buildings, throwing Molotovs, firing a gun that felt like a pea shooter against a seemingly unstoppable force. It looked promising. I didn't watch the next gameplay portion as much, but I remember seasons being a thing, as winter can change your approach to combat, as well as there being a zombie bear. Also, as you ride your bike, you'll need to maintain it as you move along the roads. Pretty sure there'll be a section where you're going to be without your bike for a bit. I haven't read up much about it since then, but I'm hoping it'll be another awesome PlayStation exclusive as you try to survive the Pacific Northwest. It's out April 26th.
Who's next?
I'm next. Hollywood.
Go back to the 90s.
I haven't bought a Mortal Kombat game since 9, but I was gifted Mortal Kombat 10 to me by Ryushira. A big thank you for that. I still need to install it, but Mortal Kombat 11 looks just as slick as ever. I watched Cabal's trailer and Noobs I Bots, and it gets you hyped, you know, as those trailers should. The one that got me, though, was the one that released about a week ago, where a young Johnny Cage is fighting an older Johnny Cage. It's the one at the start where Johnny Cage punches Kano in the balls, which you might have seen as I say this. The music was spot on, the fatalities were bloody and hilarious, and the eye gouging still made me wince. And it just looked like gleeful fun. And that might make me sound like a psycho, but in this context, it's Mortal Kombat. It's nice to see the series bounce back the past few years since their iterations and gameplay experiments past, I think, Mortal Kombat 4. I still remember that side-scrolling Sub-Zero game, Mortal Kombat Mythologies, but watching these characters now, some of the ones I grew up with, it's great to see. Now, I probably won't purchase Mortal Kombat 11 right away, as I suck at fighting games, but this version looks to bring it with old and new, and that's something I can dig. It's out April 23.
You better check yourself.
Super Meat Boy Forever is a sequel to Super Meat Boy, one of the toughest platformers out there. It's definitely challenging, but it was pretty fair, even if you wanted to pull your hair out sometimes. It had great controls needed for a platformer, and when I failed, I knew it was my mistake. So, in the sequel, Dr. Fetus is still a jerk, and they've kidnapped Nugget, Meat Boy and Bandage Girl's little baby. In this adventure, our heroes can punch and kick enemies, resulting in a jump attack, dive, and slide, which will open up some things level design-wise. Based on Super Meat Boy's Forever's official site, one of the frequently asked questions states if it's an autorunner, which the answer to is no. There's a defined start and end, but Meat Boy and Bandage Girl do always run, so it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. I still can't believe Super Meat Boy came out October 2010. That's approaching on 9 years. That is a chunk of time, but hopefully the sequel can deliver.
Meat Boy! Forever!
They don't know we're here. This is gonna be bad. Let's go.
Ah, shit. We're totally exposed out here.
What the hell are we waiting for?
Hey!
I always found it kind of funny and interesting that two games with some similar zombie horde mechanics can come out in the same month. Of course, I'm talking about Days Gone, and now this, the video game version of World War Z. Obviously, that's where the similarities end. Days Gone is single-player and story-driven, and World War Z has its stakes in a 4-player co-op affair. And dare I say, it looks pretty fun. Based on the website, the stories take place in Moscow, New York, Jerusalem, and Tokyo, and you're outfitted with 6 unique classes, like Gunslinger, Hellraiser, Slasher, Medic, Fixer, and Exterminator. Each have their own perks and player styles, and you can even customize your weapons to survive more difficult challenges. I hope it's replayable, as the site says, but it looks damn good to mow down those huge clusters of zombies. Humanity is on the brink of extinction. Help them survive on April 16th.
No turning back now.
The new newspaper feature shows the impact your decisions have made on your citizens. You can always change these negative stories for
I'm not really familiar with the Anno series, but based on the title, we've obviously been taken back to the year 1800 during the Industrial Revolution. And that's pretty much all I know, so I'll read directly from the official website's description. In Anno 1800, players will take charge of their own fortune as they navigate the rapidly evolving technological and malicious political landscape of the 19th century in their quest to build an empire that will stand the test of time. Combining beloved features with innovative gameplay in a memorable new setting, Anno 1800 marks the beginning of a new era for the Anno franchise. It's out April 16th.
You may have to fight for what's yours.
You know, with the special power of these PA gears, even women can easily manipulate heavy...
You know, I remember I went to GameStop, this was at least 7 years ago, and I was good friends with the manager that worked at the one close to where I lived. We were having a chat about games that weren't really the best, not for everyone, but could still be pretty damn fun. And for him, he said Earth Defense Force. I didn't know what the hell that was at the time, but he said he knew it was kind of janky, but just blowing shit up was part of the charm. So from his interest, I checked out Earth Defense Force Insect Armageddon, and I think technically that was some kind of spin-off, as it was created by a different developer, if I remember right, and I finally understood what he was talking about. You're in a mech suit, shooting giant alien bugs and giant robots, and as you take them down, so what if you bring down a building to rubble? It definitely wasn't going to win any awards, but I saw its appeal. It was fun in co-op too. Fast forward to EDF Iron Rain, and not much has changed in terms of core concept, and it doesn't really need to. When you buy an EDF game, you know what you're going to get. Although I do like the fact that you can create your own character this time. Maybe it's time to step back into these boots and just enjoy blowing shit up. It's out April 11th. As for me, I'll do what I can. It's a little tough to work on some series right now because I'm just really sapped of energy, like right after work. But I'll do my best to post every other day or every 2 or 3 days. I'll post vids of whatever I have time to record and edit. So we'll see how it goes. So with all that behind us, let me turn my head toward you all and ask, what are you playing this month? That's going to be it for this episode. List of games is down in the description below. It's not a full list, but most, as I said at the start, some games can still get delayed and new ones could be announced. So if y'all made it this far, thanks for watching. And as always, take care and take it 230 out. Alright y'all. Game on everybody. Keep smiling. Thanks for the support. And I'll see you next month.
Enlisting in EDF is now common sense for all human beings.
Let's fight together for Earth!
Let's taste it together, the wine of victory!
Oh, and I forgot about this, which I will definitely be doing a series on because I've been following this for such a long time. It's called Katana Zero, and it's out on April 18th.